Oh my. It's almost 7:30 in the morning here. So it is early. I haven't done a live for a few weeks. And I was like, well, not a few weeks, maybe a week. But I was like, oh my gosh, I just felt this call to it this morning. I was driving here and I could feel this whole it was like a warming of the heart chakra, right? And it went kind of like radiated all the way through. And I was like, ooh, I've got to do this. I've got to go live. And I love that the first cards that kind of popped out was we've got the King of Wands here with the Page of Wands. And I really feel like the King of Wands here, right, has put down the shield, right? Like they're still wearing this this energy of not really a mask, but kind of blinders. Like the masculine is still kind of wearing these blinders a little bit. But I feel like there's an energy of them looking at what do I wish for, right? What do I wish for? What am I seeking? What do I want? And we've got, right, this feminine energy, Page of Wands, looking in the opposite direction at what they are growing. And both of their wands have new buds. Okay, so perhaps this is a separation of a masculine and feminine energy. Okay, for some of you, maybe you are separating from someone, or kind of separating within, where your feminine is starting to be able to speak its truth, right? Opening its heart. Yeah. Okay, Nine of Arrows. Whatever you've been dedicated to here, it's like, what does it really matter anymore, right? Why should I worry about what's lying behind me, right? Why should I worry about what is being lost? Empress in reverse. Okay, you can't quite grasp all the emotions going on up here in the head, in the mind, but there is a deep, deep healing, right, going throughout the rest of the system here. It is a really beautiful energy. Ooh, right off the bat. Okay, you come out, because you, I know, needed to be seen. This is the hard part of having to do these readings in my vehicle, is that like the card gets down there and I can't get it. And there's two. I see the King of Swords, and I think the other one was the Tower. And the King of Swords was coming out a lot, right? Look on the bottom, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. They're like, yeah, it's time. It's time for some shifts, some changes here. Okay. How many of us are in judgment of where we are? Like, I felt that when I first came on, right? Like, I was like, I looked at the camera and I was like, oh, this shirt, like, it makes me look frumpy or something, right? Like, where are we in judgment of our house? Whether it's your personal temple, right? Like, I mean, obviously I'm not living in my car, but I feel like I am some days because I spend so much time in it being mom, right? It's a change of season. The world, right? The Wheel of Fortune and the world, it's definitely a change of season. And there's this aspect of, right, like in this labyrinth, once you've gotten to the center, and they just, what's that old commercial? What's those one lollipops called, right? Once you get to the center of a, for some reason they want to call it a juicy pop in my head. I don't know what it is. Tootsie Pop, maybe. Right? There's something different. So I feel like you're finding this difference. And you're protecting your innocence here. 3 of Stones, 8 of Cups. As you kind of go through this rebirth emotionally, right? And maybe that's why you can't really grasp it. On the bottom, 6 of Cups, reunion, the Hierophant. That's what you're kind of hoping for with this warming of the heart. And it could be that you're sensing it. Yeah. 2 of Wands. This masculine energy really feels like they've reached the top of the mountain. They are creating their own fire. That's why we started off with that King of Wands. Okay. Moon over the water. But there's that mirroring energy of they don't quite get, like I feel strong like bull, right? Male or female doesn't matter. It's the masculine energy. I feel strong like a bull. I feel like I can take things on, but I also feel like I'm an island. Okay, and I don't emotionally quite want to get out there off this island. I know once I get off this island that I'll have to get into the emotions. So they're putting a lot of impact into the fire, the passion of it all. And I'm getting the ringing in my masculine ear, right? The higher self is teaching the 3D masculine, okay, how to go after what they want, which is a really beautiful energy. Okay, 6 of Wands, abundance, and the journey. Okay, death. The wheel is turning. The fire's at the center. It could be that the feeling could be that the abundance has been picked off of this masculine's carcass. Okay, that could be a mindset that needs to be cleared. Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, the feminine is going to dig into those emotions. Okay, they're seeking the way home. And the only way to do that is to get into the emotions that are hiding up here and understand them. Yeah, and in a way, right, as the masculine heals their fatigue, okay, the feminine is healing their inner child. They're both learning to self-love, self-soothe, and how to feel almost like this is happening for me, not to me. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. I'm ready to explore. I'm ready to understand where I'm coming from here. But with the 9 of Wands here, again, it's interesting. They want me to show you here. So, right, the masculine, their higher self is teaching them how to go after what they want in the 3D, but they are also learning that there's an aspect of respect, right? There's this aspect of, right, knowing when it's time to go after what you want, okay? And I love that because on the bottom here, there we've got, okay, the woodward. We've got this strength in new growth that will balance this masculine energy, right? And the ancestors say, when you are balanced, we shall beat our drums and open your heart. Okay? So what's led up to the opening of the heart, Spirit? Seven of Wands. Okay, the feminine started doing their own sort of spark of, I'm recreating myself, I'm going through my rebirth, and as such, I am protecting that which I have created. Three of Pentacles. And they have asked the masculine, right? Do the work. Go upward. Okay? Seek the mysteries that have been kept out of reach. Okay? Yeah, King of Pentacles. Okay, because there's this energy that there was all this beauty kind of growing behind the scenes. That, again, that's the aspect of the blinders that the masculine has been wearing, where they were shielding themselves. They were not looking behind them. And Nine of Pentacles, the feminine was like, you see me one way, but that's not really what I am. Like, I almost see this card of being, now this sounds funny, like, look at it. Do you see how she kind of looks like her outfit has just been painted on that wall and she's actually standing behind the wall? So I almost feel this energy that for some of you, right, maybe this masculine energy has only been viewing you from like here up, right? Selfies, social media, Zoom, right? From a distance. And they're singing that song right now, from a distance, right? And the feminine here has been like, I'm holding this very strong message. I'm not letting it hurt me anymore, right? She's wearing the falconry sort of glove. I'm not letting this hurt me anymore, but I do have something that I want to say. Okay, Six of Pentacles in reverse. In the past, she gave it all. And in the future, right, she won't do that. The masculine will have to figure out what they want, right? Get up in their head with her, or that's it. Yeah. I love this. We've got that Page of Swords. She sees the truth of the past. She knows, horse and rider, right? I want someone that fights with me, not against me. And that's what she's manifesting on high here with the full moon. Okay, the Hermit. I know what I want, right? I'm holding this Page of Wands just as we started, right? I know what I want. I'm holding this light. I understand that this is what I want. Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. I'm willing to wait for it to grow and come to me. Okay. I'm willing to wait for that. Four of Pentacles, right? I've broken myself down to the most vulnerable state. Five of Wands. Okay. Seven of Swords. I've learned my secrets. And then there's the Six of Wands, right? I want this to come together, right? She wants it by Christmas, this friendship, right? To be coming together successfully, but she's not going to push it, okay? She's just going to hang back. Yeah, okay. Going with the flow. This is the judgment she's made, is that now I've got to get into, I haven't been able to aspect the emotions. Between the full moon, right, and the next full moon, I have to get into my emotions. She knows that the solar plexus is going to be very awakened in this full moon. So she needs to look into these emotions, really see them with this full moon. Okay. And flow came out in both Sagittarius and Ophiuchus's readings. Okay, so if you resonate with that idea of flow, one of those may resonate for you if that's in your chart. Yeah, she's bearing witness to the completion of her inner healing, her ancestral work. Okay. She knows that she's done this work. Yeah, and there's the drum. Again, right? The ancestors will beat the heart, beat the heartbeat, beat the drum when the ego gets out of the way. And that's coming. And it might come with a message from the feminine to the masculine, because she's holding that falconry. She's holding that energy. It may just be energetic. Yeah. But she knows as she walks into this full moon, it's starting this whole cycle that's going to go all the way through the lunar eclipse. Illusions broken. Fear left behind. Okay, seeing into the darkness. And moving towards this energy of Uranus. I don't know if there's going to be something in the charts. I don't have my book with me, my planner for the year with me. But there might be something coming up between now and the end of the year. I'll try to remember to look later. That is going to be a big impact. Yeah. But again, the ego here, the rebirth really is that King of Wands, right? As we saw in the beginning, is putting down the shield over their heart. And I feel like that's happening with this full moon. And that opens up this portal, right? Yeah, the Earth Keeper. The feminine has to really dig into their depths. Find their sanctity, their peace on earth as they go through these two massive full moons, okay, where all illusions are taken away, their heart is open, their inner self is seeing through the eyes of the heart, no longer seeing through the ego, right? There's a deep mirroring there. Yeah, cutting away. Beautiful energy here. Okay, with this solar eclipse, there is a cutting away of that which blocked the seeing of the path forward, the blade and the arrow. Okay, seeing the path forward. That's a 6, a 3 together, right? That's a 9, that's 3 squared. It really is path forward. Yeah, and seeing it. 51, also a 6. right? Maybe 636 means something to you. But again, it's also ego, okay? They're showing me 636, ego, getting into the heart, okay? The giraffe, the staff, the heart is so big in this wand that both the King of Wands and the Page of Wands showed up at the very beginning of the reading. The heart is so much that fire energy, right? And being able to see, I mean, look at that third eye, being able to see, right? With the heart being the core of it, to follow your true path. Angel number 44, it's letting go of ego, letting go of control, right? The wands are fire, but there's an energy here of having come complete circle, right? Again, they're showing me solar eclipse here. This is a 19. Heart in the sky. Okay, this is opening you up to see things so differently, okay? This eclipse season, and this is also 24, also a 6, it is allowing you to understand and to open up and to manifest and create, right? Look, what you want here, the blessings on earth, the 3D reality that you want. Finding that path, that 3, that is the one that your heart wants and desires. And that's a 7. That's right. Exactly where you want to be for life school, right? Yeah. The challenge here is not letting yourself spin out of control as you move into the center of your heart. Okay, the spiral is a very feminine energy. At the bottom here, right? Here's the masculine version, the luminous warrior, heart wide open, right? Brazenly open. They're showing me Ceres, Uranus, right? Uranus. The challenge here with the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, the masculine's energy, heart wide open, comes into a knowing where the alignment of the solar plexus and the third eye harmonize. Okay? Yeah. This is a completion of massive work. All right, the medicine wheel. There's a big energy of finding the true north node, and they're showing me again that energy of Uranus. Okay, I know that that is going to be a big aspect, but it starts with the vision quest here, with going into the eclipse season. Again, another 6, right? Very, very beautiful energies. So advice forward here, Spirit, for my divine masculine, advice forward. Thank you. Okay, you're coming out of the cold, and you do feel like you've got a lot of options. Okay, but the one you are really looking at is the heart. Okay, you really want to follow your heart. Again, the devil here. The hard thing is to stay out of, right? Stay out of the ego, right? Even the devil is like, listen, you've been bound, and they're showing me that this is like almost like a wedding ring, right? You've been bound to something here. And you can just lift that chain off, right? Even the devil's like, whatever you've been struggling with in this whole situation, divine masculine, just take it off, right? Like, it doesn't serve you. Oh, I hate it when Spirit does that. I'll have to show that in a minute. The moon, right? Spirit's like, I didn't want to show you that. I just want you to focus on the love and the unity and the movement forward. All right, that's all they want to say for divine masculine. What about divine feminine? Divine feminine spirit. Advice for, oh, there we go. 9 of Pentacles, okay? Clear yourself and then look at everything that you've planted around you. Did you just see that? Okay, look at everything you've planted around you and how it's growing. Okay, it wouldn't grow without the water, so the water is there for you to aspect. Okay. Oh, divine feminine. But the reason you don't want to get into that emotion is that you're just like, everything is fine. 10 of Swords. Everything is fine. Nothing's bothering me, right? Like, you are have been so wounded, divine feminine, that you're like, everything's fine, right? Every sword, just another sword. Everything's fine, right? And Spirit's like, no, let's talk about your emotions. Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, I feel like divine masculine's ego, right? In this card, we've got the feminine as the horse, right? I feel like roles kind of were reversed at some point where the divine masculine was like, I'm in my heart. And divine feminine was like, run, 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 right? And divine feminine, you have to acknowledge that in yourself, right? 6 of Pentacles, that you needed to do some work, and it's a gift. And it was healing for the collective of feminine energies. And you couldn't really see the emotions, right? You were kind of blocking yourself from that at that time. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, right? It was very ancestral to work through all of this old energies of stability and love and family, okay, and abundance and lack. There's the Lovers. Okay, your higher self has been protecting your heart so that you could realize that all the abundance was already yours. Look, she has all the abundance. And we've got the masculine over here, right, with all of this new growth, right? Like, the heart had to be kept out of this. And you might be like, no, Barbara, like, I put my whole heart into this. Right? Again, there's that Knight of Cups. I put my whole heart into this. 4 of Swords. But I feel like there was that point where you ran and you went into the mind and you hid your emotions there and you struggled through, and now you're resting, right? Yeah. Right? High Priestess, you kind of closed off your crown chakra and you allowed yourself to access the awareness and the spirituality, right, from the computer, from technology, from lessons and learning, rather than from the heart space. And how did that feel? Carrying all of that, right? Not being able to really see your path forward. And then, right, the masculine was all, again, in that King of Pentacles energy, because there was an energy of them feeling like they weren't really worth more than that, right? Because that was what was taught, right? I feel like at a young age, feminine was taught, right, to pay attention to what they were being shown, but on the horizon. And the masculine has always been trying to seek that attention. 10 of Cups here. And the feminine was like, no, house is important, right? That Pentacles is important. The stability is important. And so the masculine energy was kind of taught that. And now you're both learning the heart, right? Opening the heart. And there's that blue heart, divine union, lovers, blue rays, okay, star seeds. The more we love ourselves, the more we can love someone else. And then we have that energy of, right, we're racing forward together. We're planting seeds together. 8 of Swords in reverse. We're getting a new perspective on why we were cut off from our emotions. And it's not just the feminine, it's the masculine as well. 4 of Cups, right? 3 of Wands, seeing that path forward, right? 2 of Wands, interesting, right? Looking at those past messages. Seeing things differently now that you're on the other side, right? Like, you knew you were going into something very big here in the past, okay? And there was a lot of fear to get out there, I feel like. But you made it through the challenge. Now you're at that space, right? There we go, Hierophant, eclipse season. Feminine and masculine, the keys are here for you. The keys are here for you to take and move forward, right? All the knowledge, all the energy, right? All the abundance, all the success, horse and rider, it's all there. Okay, so let's close it off with a little oracle here from the little tiny solar oracle. Yeah, okay, it all starts with this solar eclipse, the divine connection. Okay, that's the lover's number, the 12 for me. And I just looked up 4 and 2, again, another 6, and it was 3, 3, right? Sort of an energy. Yeah, right. This is definitely twin flamey, soulmate, right? Divine ascension, sort of person, place, or thing, whatever resonates for you. But there's a coming out of the cold like we saw, and a, right, stretching into our warrior's ability to sense that we are moving forward. I mean, look at that. And an opening of the heart. Okay. It's not going to really finish until we get to whatever this energy is with Uranus, but we are moving to the lunar eclipse. But again, Spirit says, love yourself. Okay, that's the biggest process here, is to love yourself. And for some of you, that is a tower, but it will lead you to this wish that you've been seeking. And it's an opening in different ways, but it is an opening for the feminine and the masculine here. Okay, so honor that, love that, open your heart, be in love with where you are at, whatever that home is, body, right? Just work, the essence, whatever it is that home kind of feels like for you right now. Be in that, love in that, and honor all of that. You're welcome. Okay, much love, you guys. Have a beautiful weekend, and I will see you again soon. Okay, bye.